Cressy descent at Yuyangs in Victoria. So this is my rundown on the e-bike. I did about 2.5 minutes, so I thought I'd run through some of the features that we've got here. So it's quite pedally to begin with, and then we've got a nice right-hander, always very smooth here, it's pretty good. Two little pops here, you can't really hit them well if you're going fast. And then you need to build up speed in this berm here. You've got a 6 metre double here. That's a fun one. And then it gets a little bit more pedally, and another right-hander. You can see a lot of the fine stuff drops to the bottom. Then we come up to the scary rock garden. So it's a big sort of left-hand sweeping berm rock garden. So we've got a couple of drops coming up. 1 drop, 2 drops to be aware. They're not small drops. And then we come to the second rock garden. There's multiple lines here. This is probably the fastest line, but it does kick you a bit and throw yourself forward, so you've got to be ready for that one there. And then we've got a little bit of a drop coming up here. It's quite fast through here, and then we get to the very sort of fine stuff, so it gets a bit pedally, not very big berms, so you're a bit nervous about sort of slipping off the side here. Then we've got a little bit of a jump coming up here, and then you need to build up speed. It's like a 7 metre step down, so build up speed and then commit, send. And then another nice right-hander, still a bit fine in some spots, and then it gets a little bit pedally at this section here, and by this section you are exhausted. And pedal, 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 it's a slightly uphill for this berm, slows you down a bit, and then you've got to commit to this little double just here, and not fall off the bridge like some people do, and then a right-hander, so it's pretty fast. I normally chuck on the brake here, just because I'm nervous about going over the edge. A bit more pedally again, and then we've got a nice little jump, bit hard to see in the contrast there, and then another sort of big sort of step up, which is fun to hit. You can take the outside line here. I didn't take it on this one, it's a little bit slower off that little bit of rock there. And then a bit of an uphill pedal here, a bit pedally. You've got some sort of paved area, and then some people gap that. The really fast people gap it. I'm not at the point to gap it. And then this gets nice and fast through here. So about, what's it, 40 k's an hour, 41. And a bit of an off-camber jump here. So some people sort of go a bit to the left and end up in that berm. Be ready for that one. This one's a fast one. And then this is a fairly easy little step down here. Nice. And then we've got some fast berms coming up. So this is a fairly fast berm. Watch out for the brake bumps that tend to hop in there. There'll be a few brake bumps there as well. And then pedal, pedal, pedal. You've got like an 8 metre table to hit here. And then you need to pedal, and you are gassed by this point. A little bit of an uphill, and it's hard to sort of hit this sort of step up double there, but that is about a 2.5 metre run down Cressy descent at Yuyangs.